Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to take you through a little sketchbook tour of my most recent watercolor sketchbooks. So let's jump right in. Okay, so today we are doing something a little different. I'm going to take you on a tour through my watercolor sketchbooks. I have two different kinds. These small black ones are Paul Rubens hot pressed 100% cotton watercolor sketchbooks. And the big one here is by Etchr Lab. It's cold press 100% cotton. And in the small ones, I do my illustrations. And in the big one, I usually do my watercolor florals. And I've been shooting my tutorials using this sketchbook. So let's just dive right in and see what I've been painting. So I think I'm going to start with my Etchr Lab one first. And the great thing about these sketchbooks is that you can paint on both sides of the paper and even on the inner cover. So the whole thing you can just watercolor, and it's amazing paper. So I just did a little, cover page for this just to have a little bit of fun. And then I just started off with some florals because duh, I love florals. Okay. So here was the first page I actually painted on when I did the review for the Etchr Lab watercolor sketchbooks, and I just filled it up with lots of color, lots of florals. And the thing I love about this paper are these color bleeds. They're so seamless. You don't get those, funny looking watermarks. It's so much easier to have these seamless blends with 100% cotton paper, and this paper is wonderful. I was just testing out some grays and browns for our color mixing challenge, which you'll see a little bit later in this book. My yellow florals from that bouquet that I got from Tonic Blooms. These flowers were inspired by an Instagram artist that I follow. I love her work. She does these beautiful, simple florals, and I had to try them out. I'm gonna put her little Instagram tag here so you can go follow her, and her work is just beautiful, but it's so simplistic and gorgeous, but it's hard to do, and I haven't really figured it out, but that's who it was inspired by. So you may see some pieces in here that are inspired by other artists. I won't use them to teach a tutorial or sell them by any means. It's just a means of practice, right? You get inspired by people, you just want to learn from them, and then you may take a few little bit of techniques that you've learned through other people. So I'll just point out some of the pieces in here that may be inspired by some other artists. Next, we have just playing around. These landscapes were inspired by Sarah Cray from Let's Make Art. She's been doing these beautiful landscapes, and this one specifically, just the colors that she's been using are gorgeous. And it just kind of reminds me to, try different color combinations together. And yeah, her stuff is really beautiful. So her little Instagram tag is here as well. Just want to make sure it's all in frame. Okay. This was the Freesia tutorial. Here I was just playing around with some pinks. And then you will start to see in this book specifically, this sketchbook I filled up in all of August. And this month I've been working on my new fall watercolor booklet that will be probably released September 15th, I'm aiming for, in my Etsy shop. If you're wondering, my watercolor booklets are not hard copies. They are all digital copies. I wish I had a full week to work on things, but I only have 2 days a week to work on my YouTube videos, and I just don't have the time to print and package hard copies of my booklets. So they are all digital copies, and this month I am going to be releasing my fall one. So you're going to see a lot of fall florals in here that I've been trying to test out. And these are just like color swatches that I've been trying to figure out the color palette for the book. And then, excuse me, I've been trying to figure out how to put them all in a bouquet, and I tried this multiple times to see what I like and what I don't like. So here's 1, 2, just playing around with more fall florals, colors. Then I took a break, and then I tried a Jenna Rainey tutorial, and I usually never follow any art tutorials because when I do paint, it's usually for a purpose of filming my own tutorials. But yeah, I was having a hard day, and I just like, you know what, I want to follow someone else's lead. So I followed one of Jenna Rainey's tutorials, and it was beautiful and super vibrant and bright. And then her composition actually inspired me to do this one. I found a picture on Pinterest of these blue anemones, and I decided to try and do the same kind of diagonal composition, but with these flowers, and I really like how it turned out. Okay, more fall florals, more swatches, really trying to figure out what I like. I think these are the flowers that I decided on for my booklet. And yeah. Again, trying to figure out composition for the bouquet pieces for the booklet. Again, more color swatches. Then I started testing out some of the color mixing for my color mixing series. So you're going to see some of those in here. Like the purple one I did. The gray one. The green one. The red and pink one. And then back to fall florals. I'm sorry, this is not that interesting. Still trying, I just want to show you how much I actually practice something before I release it. So like my booklets, my tutorials, sometimes my tutorials I do in one shot, but like stuff like my booklet where it takes a lot of planning, I do a lot of them. And I'm really thankful for these sketchbooks because it's nice to have them all in one piece and not be loose sheets of paper everywhere like I used to do. So I settled on this color palette. And then these are the actual watercolor florals that are in the booklet. So I scan both of these and then I edit them on my iPad, and then all of these things will be going into the booklet. More things. And then just playing around here. Sometimes you just need to paint. More fall booklets. And then I just shot my blue color mixing tutorial. And then these are the bouquets that I settled on for the fall booklet, and these. And yeah, and that's my floral sketchbook. I still have one more sheet. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into my Paul Rubens hot press sketchbooks, and I think I already mentioned this. I use these for illustrations. So back in July, I gave myself prompts of things to paint, and I also asked people on my Instagram of ideas of people doing different things to paint. So that's what this one is. The first prompt was my family, and you'll see that I outlined it with a black pen, but as I kept drawing, I realized I didn't really like this look as much, and I did it for this one, my son taking a bubble bath. This one I didn't even finish because I was just like not into it. This was the first one that I actually did that I really liked. So yeah, I didn't outline it with a black pen. I started outlining it with pencil crayons, and the materials I'm using for all of my illustrations are my Winsor Newton professional watercolors and Prismacolor pencil crayons. So this one I really liked. That one turned out really cute. This one, children of different cultures and races. I really love this one too. That was fun to do. Here I decided I tried to paint and draw more men. I don't really draw a lot of guys. I find it difficult, and it's something I definitely need to practice. And I don't usually draw animals either. So again, this was a little struggle, but I think it turned out all right. This one I love. This is my son and I brushing our teeth. Yeah, that one turned out really cute. This one, a friend sent the idea to me that she wanted a cat drawn on someone's shoulder on the TTC in Toronto, and I'm pretty sure it's happened. So I did this. I didn't like how the cat turned out, but I mean, it is what it is. Just again, trying to practice drawing men. This one was inspired by my beautiful son, even though it's a girl, just what he likes to do at dinner time with his food. He'll just shove his mouth full of food and then just let it all fall out because he's a toddler and toddlers are gross. Drives me mad, but yeah, that was inspired by him. Blowing out candles. I like this one. So this cake is actually supposed to be the cake that, where are you? That she made. So she's making a cake for her birthday. Drew a family. This one's supposed to kind of be me, how I would love to see myself as an artist. Holding hands with some flowers in the background. This one I actually did with gouache, and The skin color was done with Copic markers. I got the skin color pack, and so I decided to try that, and I did it with gouache over top and then just shaded with some pencil crayons. A boy playing a trumpet. Yeah. This one was inspired by my grandmother. I used to wash dishes with her at her house because my mom would be like, go help your grandmother. So she'd wash and I'd dry. Miss her. And this chunky baby is inspired by my son because he was super chunky and cute. Holding a bouquet. And then I have a couple pages left where I haven't done anything yet. Just 2 pages and then I'm done. So that's my illustration prompt one. And then I have this one where I was just playing around and testing some other things out. So this one was actually from the tutorial I did on illustration. And then I tried to do different types of hair. So I did it with watercolor first, and then the hair texture I did with pencil crayons. Hair is very difficult, something that needs to be practiced, and I tried again to do this after, this was my first shot really doing it, and it turned out so nicely, and then I tried again and it didn't work. So it's something I definitely need to practice. And then on Instagram, I asked some people to send me photos of themselves or their family so I could have people to draw off of their photos. Does that make sense? Yes. And someone sent me a picture of their beautiful daughter in this super pretty pinky purple girly outfit, and I never draw girly things, and I really wanted to, so I just had to draw her because it's super cute. This was another one of my Instagram followers, and I love this one. She just had such a cool style and vibe to her. I just had to draw her. And then these are some more followers that I did. Just trying to change it up. And then again, just trying more simplistic faces, but you know, different hair textures, skin colors, hairstyles, just trying lots of different things out. This one I tried to focus on the hair and the braids. Like I said, that stuff is hard. And then here I wanted to try and draw hands. So this might be part of my illustration booklet. Once I do that, I think I'm going to do that next year. And then I just tried to draw my own hand, paint my own hand. And this one I did of Breonna Taylor. That was important. And she's just so beautiful. I just really needed to draw her. This one is me trying to calm myself down. I think I was in a mood and I just needed to draw something peaceful. So that's what I decided to draw. And then this, and I think that's about it. But yeah, so there are my sketchbooks and my watercolor florals. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little tour through my work. Thank you all so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram and Facebook for even more. Have a great day, guys.
Mom,